Hello everyone and welcome to Zardy's Maze. In this video I'll be telling you how to beat all the monsters, entities, scarecrows, whatever you want to call them in Zardy's Maze. So yeah, first I'll be explaining how to beat just Zardy. Normally, I'm gonna turn all these off, so we're just doing Zardy. So Zardy is probably the easiest to deal with. Like, he's not like some of the other characters. There, I hear him. Here is Zardy. He is very easy to beat. All you have to do is shine your flashlight on him. And then he stands still and slowly disappears. That's literally how you beat him. He will come back. He comes back. But essentially, that's it. Like, that's how you beat him. Okay, now I'll be telling you how to beat Pumpkin Jack. Alright, Pumpkin Jack is much harder than Zardy. He's like one of the he probably is the hardest person to beat. So we're going with the hard one first. And even though he's the hardest, he's still pretty easy. So the cool thing about Pumpkin Jack is that essentially... Oh, there's one. They stun. You can stun them in light. Light stuns them, but it does not make them go away at all. Like, they will still be there. But they will go away if you hide in the cornfield. Eventually. See, look how they're going away. But Zardy will not go away. He will wait there. So pretty much, Zardy will wait there until you come out, and then he will kill you. Also, if you didn't know, if you stay in the corn too long, Zardy will kill you. You'll just get a jump scare by Zardy, and you'll die. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about CableCrows. CableCrows are possibly the easiest ones to deal with. This is a CableCrow. Pretty much they use, like, they're like cables, I guess. And they just go from, like, pole to pole. Essentially. And where is Zardy? And pretty much, the only way you can die from them is if they touch you. So if they touch you, like if they're going like in the air, or like gliding, and they happen to touch you, that's how they kill you. Like, that's how you die from them. But pretty much the only way that you can die from them is if you're not looking at the sky. So pretty much my advice is to always look at the skies, because they're pretty much like a side character, if I'm being honest. Okay, now we'll be talking about brutes. Okay, the funny thing about brutes is that they aren't like the other ones. They physically cannot go outside a certain boundary. Pretty much, they can only go around the flowers. If they see you, they'll chase you. But if you get outside of that box, they just will leave you alone. Nothing happened. If you use your flashlight on them, it will stun them. And so pretty much the way to deal with them, if you have multiple of them, the way to deal with them, so if you have multiple, just pretty much you want to hold one in the corner. And the strategy is you're trying to get them all, like, bundled together. So they're all in one area. So that way, so essentially, so yeah, you hold him there. And then when another one comes, now they'll both be held there. And now they'll move together. And pretty much, now they cannot sneak up on you. Here. So, I'll try to get them all bundled together. Usually you'd only have 1 or 2 in a level, but we did all 4. Just for example. Okay. Whoa. Okay, he's after me now. So, if they get distracted, they will just go in their circle. But now, you can break that and escape without them all attacking you. So, that's pretty much the brutes. They're probably one of the easier ones to deal with. Okay, now we'll talk about Raddlers. Raddlers are probably second easiest. You hear that rattling? That means they're near. Raddlers are just essentially CableCrows on the ground. So pretty much if we can get around this one. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that there. I'll try to show it again. But pretty much they have harpoons and they'll pull you in. So here, I'll try to show you. The way to you can stun them by showing your flashlight at them. Or if you strafe. I'll give you strafe. Okay. They're easy to avoid because you can just use your flashlight. Also, usually you do be running, and they take a second, so unless you're, like, staring at them, like, they're not really an issue. So, really, the only way you're gonna get killed by one of these guys see, look. Okay, I think that's just because I have my difficulty up, like, jacked up for them. But really, they're not very hard. Like, trust me. See, look, my difficulty's jacked up. They're not very hard at all. Okay, now I'll be talking about corn stalkers, pumpkin crawlers, and drought. These are all not even full characters. They're not full characters. They're just side things. They're just side characters. They're just like side things to make you annoyed. Okay, there's Drought. Drought, he makes it so that you go back a few seconds. So if you run into it, like, see how I'm right here right now? If I run into Drought, it'll teleport me back a few seconds. I think it's like an entire second. Might be more, might be less, I don't know. He's not really hard unless you're, like, in deep crap. Like, if you're in, like, deep trouble, where, like, all of them are coming at you at once, like, 4 pumpkin jacks are coming at you at once, they aren't too big of an issue. Here's the next thing I'm going to talk about. Pumpkin crawlers. See this vine here? That's part of a pumpkin crawler. Pumpkin crawlers, it's like a vine of a pumpkin crawler. If you step on them, it spawns this little thing that slows you down. Like, grabs onto you and slows you down. It's super annoying. The way to defeat them, hit them 3 times with your axe. And normally, if you have pumpkin jacks activated, they'll scream. They'll pretty much just, like, scream. Like, let out a loud scream. And that will make all the pumpkin jacks go over there to them. Okay, this is the next thing we're going to talk about. Wheat crawlers. Pretty much, they are, let me charge my flashlight. But they spawn, when you're walking, they spawn behind you. And it makes it seem like, oh, you're going crazy. You didn't come from that direction because that's a dead end. But in reality, you did. The way to kill them is just to hit them 3 times, and then it opens up the path again. So, pretty much, that is all of them. That's all of the characters. How to beat all the characters, all the stuff. And so, yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If this helped you at all, please drop a subscribe. I'll put some gameplay videos in the future. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get better at the game, and maybe I'll post a gameplay video tomorrow. I don't know. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and see you later. Goodbye.